Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's question comes from a student who's going back to school and wants to know what is the importance of back-to-school cleaning and how do I do it? Okay, back-to-school cleaning is really important because it's like a reboot for your life. This is a time where you're going to pull all of your stuff out of your closet, and you're going to do one of three things. You're going to toss them, you're going to replace them, or you're going to recycle them. Toss, recycle, or replace. And so those are the three things that you're going to focus on as you pull all of your clothes out of the closet. Now, for back-to-school cleaning, you want to look at the clothes that you have. Will you be wearing a uniform to school? If you're not going to be wearing a uniform, what kind of clothing are you going to wear this year? Are the clothing that's in your closet, are those clothes representative of how you want to present yourself this year? If you're a little bit older this year, you may want to go a little bit more mature. You may decide that instead of the short shorts and the short shirts, that you're going to go a little bit longer and a little bit more conservative. You may want to be a little bit more professional because maybe as you're a teenager and you're approaching the work age, you may want to just start focusing and thinking on, oh, hey, I'm getting ready to be an adult to go out in the real world. Let me practice this year and act like an adult as I'm, going through school this year. And another thing that you may want to take a check into is your shoes. Do you still have shoes that are good? Can you still wear those shoes for another year? Because there's some really awesome shoes that you probably bought last year that probably still have a lot of life left in them. And so the object is not to run out and buy everything new if you have stuff that's still good, because you can recycle that stuff and it's more eco-friendly. And even if your friends see you in the same shoes you had last year, guess what? You took care of them. That just means that you were able to save some money that maybe you could apply towards your college, or you could apply towards maybe a hobby or something fun, hanging out with your friends or whatever. So the money that you don't spend is money you can use on something else. Okay, so as you go through your clothes and your shoes, you also want to go through your school supplies, because you probably have a backpack that still has some life left in it from last year. If you don't have to replace that until Christmas time, there's no need to replace it before school right now. If there's still some life left in it, sure, use it again. That's the whole purpose of recycling. It's saving a little bit of money and being more earth-friendly by not consuming so many things that we don't need. What are you going to do? Go out and buy a backpack that's just a different color? It serves the same purpose, right? So another thing that you want to think about is personal hygiene. This is something everybody has to think about, and it's on a timely manner because you're going to be pulling everything out. You're going to be going through stuff. So this is a chance to look at your hairbrush. Is your hairbrush 10 years old and it's all beat up and the dog's chewed on it and you just need a new one? If it is, now's the time to replace that. And so go through and look at your hair care, your shampoo, your scrunchies or your clips for your hair. If you're a guy and maybe you shave, this is the time to check your razors, make sure you have the shaving cream, make sure that you have all of the stuff that you need in order to present the best version of you. And then beyond just going through your room, you want to look at your storage space. This is an awesome time to evaluate your storage space. Do you have proper bins? Do you have enough drawers for your things? And if you don't, you either need more storage space or you need to get rid of some of your things. If you're not wearing something, if you're not using it, it's probably time to say goodbye. If you have Lego creations that you've had for 5 years that are sitting on your desk, that might be taking up valuable space that you could use for sweaters or something else. So now is the time to put all that stuff away, put them in the bins, pack them up, and maybe you're done with them. Maybe those are things that you could donate to someone else. So if there are things that you're done with and things you've moved on from, then be really clear about that. Be done with them and move on from them. Then another area of our life, and this is not about back to school cleaning as much as it is the reboot for your life. This is a great time to get a physical. It's a great time to get your eyes checked. It's a great time to get your ears checked. It's a great time to make sure that you yourself are ready to go for another year of school. There are a lot of kids that they don't know they can't see. They haven't had their eyes checked. They don't know they can't see. Then they get glasses and they're like, holy cow, there's a whole new world out here. Another area of your life that you may want to consider are your sporting activities. What kind of time are you going to be spending in sporting activities this year, and what sports are you going to be involved in? And as you go through and you decide right up front at the beginning of the school year, that will help you eliminate old sporting goods that you're not going to be using this year. If you were in soccer a couple of years ago and you haven't played soccer since and you're not going to play soccer this coming year, this is the time to get rid of all of that gear, those clothes, and that equipment. Because someone else could use them, or you could donate them or send them to the Goodwill or something like that if you're not going to be using them anymore. But that will free up some space that you can use for your own new life as you're rebooting your system. So go through and just take a personal inventory and just say, hey, am I ready for school? And as you pull all that stuff out and you recycle and you replace or you retoss things, you will have a list of the things that you're going to need when you actually go shopping. And if you have that list with you, you're not just wandering into a store and randomly being caught up by all the hype of fun, glamorous, shiny things that are on those store shelves that do cost a lot of money. That way you can go in and specifically pick and choose, and you can buy the highest quality of stuff instead of the cheapest stuff that's right there on the front of the end of the aisle display. So be strategic about your back to school cleaning, because it's actually a reboot for your life. And as you start this new school year, you'll be coming in as a whole new person. All right, so that's it for today. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.